Oh,
Michael, here we go. Let's
Michael.
see. Okay, right now there's nobody. We are live.
Woo!
Backstage.
We're live. Oh, I see what you're saying.
No, we're live.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
We're live on. We'll see if anybody comes in.
Oh, okay.
Because this is brand new. This is a new thing. Oh,
someone's here.
No, not yet.
How do they know?
See that counter? We're still at 0 right now.
Oh, and I'm still killing.
No, you are crushing it right now.
I'm pretty.
I wonder if they can hear us, but there's
no one there. So. What do you do?
We got 3.
Can you hear us?
Hey, leave a comment if you can hear us, because it takes a little while, because we're trying this new thing with these mics. So we are backstage right now, Comedy Cellar, Las Vegas.
It really is.
We got people right in. Hello.
Hi, everybody.
So people, I want to introduce you to Mark Cohen. I'm going to be doing this segment called Between the Sets, because there's so many great comedians that come through the Comedy Cellar.
But they're not here tonight. So Michael is interviewing me.
The reason I have Mark Cohen here is Mark Cohen started at the Comedy Cellar, world famous out of New York, 30 years ago?
More than that, probably.
More than that. How long ago?
Geez, it could be about 30 years, I guess. Yeah.
30 years ago.
I bet it's 84 maybe?
84. Comedy Cellar, 84. So let's take it back to 84. Mark Cohen is a phenomenal host. He's like,
thank you, Michael.
He's the ringleader here at the Comedy Cellar in Las Vegas, and all the comics that come, we're going to have them on the show. This is called Between the Sets. But 84, who was huge in comedy? Like when
there was nobody. There was, it was me, Attell, Kevin Brennan, Louis C.K., and then everyone else that you know now is like it was late night. You know, Gaffigan
But I guess I'm saying, who was like the big comics back then in 84? Like if they came
Carlin, Dangerfield used to come by. Carlin, really? Robin Williams. Yeah, they used to.
Was Robin Williams, because I've seen so much footage of him at the Comedy Store. Did he do at the Cellar what he did? He kind of walked through the crowd with the mic?
No, he would do his sets at the Cellar, but I saw him at the Improv too. He used to come by the Improv a lot.
Oh yeah.
But he would come to the Cellar at the end when his son went to NYU. So he would come by and when he was visiting his son, he was a nice guy too. I feel bad.
Very cool.
Yeah.
No, because it's crazy how legendary the Comedy Cellar is. Thank you for everybody writing in. If you got any questions, let us know. New Zealand.
Get out of here.
Right now.
I'm huge in New Zealand.
Love Rodney Dangerfield.
You know, when I first started, it was the peak of the comedy boom.
The comedy boom.
I would wake up. I was new, so I'd have a set at 2:00 in the morning at the Improv, and I'd set my alarm at 1, and I'd go down, ride my bike to the Improv at 2.
Was this is in Hollywood?
No, in New York, at the New York Improv.
Oh, the New York Improv.
44th and 7th or 8th, 44th and 9th. But there was 7 or 8 comics. There was sometimes in the Cellar, there would be no audience, and the owner would make the waitresses sit and watch the show. So when people would come by, they would see somebody sitting in the audience.
So in 84, the world famous Comedy Cellar was empty.
Not empty, but there was only one show from 8 to 2, let's say.
Yeah.
And I used to host that. Once I got in there, I was working at the Improv first, and then they got stuck and needed someone, so they called the Improv, and I went down there.
So now Comedy Cellar's doing like what? 15 shows a night?
Yeah.
Like 4 different clubs?
They started like 6:00 and there's 5 shows. I think Esty, the booker, does 500 comedians a week or something. Books 500.
Big shout outs to Esty. What's up, Esty and Liz? How are you guys? I love Esty. You know what's crazy? I've never met Esty.
Really?
Never met her. And every time I go to New York, she's not there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She knows you from Extra.
The first time Esty booked me at this.
I go, who's Michael? Yo, she goes, he's an extra.
He's an extra. Extra. He's an extra. So what's your favorite joke you tell right now? Mark has these one-liners.
My favorite joke now
What's your favorite joke you've ever told?
Oh, but favorite joke I ever told?
Yeah.
I used to be a buffet waiter. Isn't that a good job? Buffet waiter. Hi, I'm Mark. I'll be your buffet waiter. Anything you need, get up and get it yourself. That's old, that joke.
Yeah, and not funny.
No, very funny.
No, not funny.
Come bring the camera. I'll show you. Kills for 20 years then.
For 20 years. I got you.
30 years.
So who'd you come up with? Who was your dudes that you came up with?
Like I said, Attell, Kevin Brennan, Louis. Those are my main guys. We used to, Sarah Silverman. we used to come by and hang out at my house all the time. After 2:00, everyone would come to my house and party.
Oh, you had the party house.
Oh yeah, I had pictures of every comedian and I lost it. But every comedian, musicians.
I've seen some of your pictures. It's like a Tell, Sarah.
Yeah, Mark Maron.
Mark Maron was in there.
Jeff Ross. I'm trying to think of people who were around them. Yeah.
Who's the biggest? Was there anybody in that group you just knew they were going to be big, like just worldwide big?
I would have thought. I think, and Tell was probably the guy that everyone.
And here's the thing: I've never in
Chappelle.
Tell me about the first time you saw Chappelle.
I always thought it was Rondell Sheridan brought him to Esty.
That's right. He was telling us
but there was nobody there. I mean, it was he went on at probably midnight.
So this is the story.
6-7 people in the audience.
Should we tell them the story Rondell told us?
Sure.
So Rondell Sheridan, he's a comedian. He's on That's So Raven. He plays the dad.
Raven's dad.
He plays Raven's dad on That's So Raven. And he said he saw Chappelle perform.
At the club around the corner?
At the club around the corner. Chappelle wasn't it wasn't Chappelle of today that you knew.
But he was already, he was only like 18 or 19, yeah. But you could tell he was good,
He was 18. Rondell saw him, and Chappelle came into the Comedy Cellar to eat. Right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, because that's what Rondell said. He was there to eat some food because with the comedians, if you're passed at the Cellar, maybe it's not.
I thought Rondell brought him over for Esty to see, but I could be wrong.
No. Chappelle walked in. This is what I believe. Chappelle wanted something to eat because they feed comedians free. Rondell vouched for him.
To eat, man.
To eat. And then he said, oh, yeah, he's funny. This cat's coming up. So Chappelle supposedly was eating a pizza and the owner goes, you think he's so funny? He's going on next. And Rondell brought him up. And that was Dave Chappelle's first time at the Cellar.
That's what Rondell said?
That's what Rondell said right here on that couch.
That story.
I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true, but he said.
It could be, though. I was there and I knew Rondell was involved, but I don't remember that. He's going next.
Do you remember his first night on stage?
Yeah, he was, I don't remember any jokes he did, but yeah, I'm still doing some. But he was good, you could tell he was just this natural guy, and he was already doing it 2 years, I think, at that point, a couple of years. Everyone was Louis was so interesting to watch. He would just stand at the mic and go, okay, just make noises.
Louis C.K. would just stand there and go. Why would he make noises for 10 minutes? Because nobody was in there.
Yeah, it was small. He was just experimenting. He was so loud. We'd have to cover your ears when Louis was on. He would just make noises. Attell was a very prolific, and Brennan. They were all great, They all did well, too. Everyone did well.
So what happened to you?
I'm stuck here. I did all right.
No, you did great. What's the biggest tour you ever been a part? Like one of these guys that you came up with took you on tour, or maybe?
I never really. I opened for Sarah a few times.
Okay.
But I never really did that. I did a lot of warm-ups in LA and in New York and a lot of road work. And I went out with Louis and Patton Oswalt and Sarah and, Now,
if you're just tuning in, this is a new segment I'm starting at night. It's called Between the Sets. We're at the world-famous Comedy Cellar in Las Vegas. It's branched out from the world-famous Comedy Cellar in New York that a lot of you have been to. And I wanted to have Mark Cohen on the first episode because Mark Cohen has been working for the Cellar pretty much.
I've been here from the beginning in Las Vegas.
In Las Vegas, but how many years the Cellar was open before you started there?
Not maybe 3 or 4.
3 or 4 years. So how long? What is the total time? 35 years?
Is that the Cellar's been open?
No, you've been there.
Probably 85, I'd say. So 85, 95, 95. Oh shit, closer to 40 years.
40? Whoa.
Yeah.
And do you still love comedy, or is it just?
Yeah, it is amazing that I've been here for 6 years every night. You're here an awful lot too.
Yeah.
And I do feel like I keep it fresh, you obviously have to repeat jokes.
Yeah.
But I like to think it's people are, even if people come back and see us, I think they're happy.
They're still having a good time.
Yeah. Like, they recognize that joke or something. And we're adding stuff all the time too, or Michael is.
I didn't want to say anything. Mark will say the same in different order.
Well,
it's a different show. You say them in
it's so funny, but everybody, people, they have different, I see every comedian comes in, people do the same.
So there's this one.
And nothing wrong with that either.
So we have comedians that come in here. Because I see all the comedians.
And it's a slow build, too.
But they'll say, I never do the same set. But they do the same, they're just doing crowd work.
It's just, yes.
It's the same.
That would be like me saying that, even though I'm the MC and I'm talking to people in the audience. I'm not doing a different set every
No,
I'm doing different, I'm saying funny things that I haven't said before, but that's not a set.
I want to go, let's see if we got any comments. If you got any comments, hook it up right now. Hi from Michigan.
Michigan.
What about Whoopi? Oh, she's not coming back to what show?
Yes, she is. She's not? I read today that they all were coming back.
They're all coming back now?
Yeah.
Oh, I heard they weren't.
Really?
That's what I heard. But I don't know.
I never worked with Whoopi, though. She's probably, I saw her on Broadway.
Hey there, Dina Blizzard is a great comedian. Also, have you heard of Dina Blizzard?
I don't think so.
No. Look her up on Facebook. You two together would be dynamite.
Oh,
what about Mark Cohen? Just me and her?
How do you know he wasn't talking about me?
Oh, she probably was. Will you ever meet in Tucson, Arizona? I like you. I think you're funny.
Whoa.
Will you, what does that say? Ever?
Talking about where are you?
3 ever? I don't know, Kimberly Stevens, what you're saying there, but yeah. You guys are the only, look at that. You guys are the only reason I go to Vegas.
Oh, Benjamin.
Comedy Cellar right here.
Yeah, no, this is a great place. This club is a good place, man.
It is a great club. Leave your comments. Man. Oh, you're so much funnier when you're not on camera, Mark.
I'm really.
Do you get nervous? Because you're so funny, like when you're not on camera, but then you kind of stiffen up.
We are on camera. Oh, I'm tired.
Are you?
My daughter was just at the last show too.
She was. Is she? But she's not. She doesn't like.
She doesn't write me.
No, she's not a big like. She doesn't like controversial stuff. Though.
They're just very sensitive. They're woke.
She's woke. She's woke.
She's woke. She's cool though. But they hear words. They hear words. Abortion and Oxycontin.
Yeah, I got you. How do you feel? I don't feel like we've ever experienced the cancel culture at this club. Because so many different people come here from all over, right?
Well, you hear it though. I mean, you can hear the people shout, even somebody, my daughter said somebody mentioned Biden in the last show and people are like, woo. It's like, just mention a guy's name,
Yeah, they're both idiots. I mean, my whole thing about politics right now, nobody over 70 should be president.
Nobody,
I mean, it's just ridiculous. People are like, it's sad. It's sad.
I think.
What? You got to put on your glasses to read something? What?
Yeah. I think it's our.
Who? Who is it?
It's our general manager.
Oh.
Brian.
Oh, is he watching?
Yeah. He said.
Oh, what's up, Brian?
He said I look thrilled.
He's Brian. Our general manager is watching. Brian, isn't he so much funnier when he's not on camera? You just choked.
Marijuana's legal now, Mike. And I didn't know we were doing this.
You did know. Brian, here's Brian. He goes, hey. Brian says, hey, seriously, look up. Okay, Vicky, we'll look up Dina Blizzard. Are you her PR person?
Dina Blizzard.
Dina Blizzard. Look her up. Look her up.
She's playing at the Dairy Queen.
So this week at the Comedy Cellar, we got
what a show.
Jackie Fabulous.
Jackie Fabulous. America's Got Talent.
Who else?
Forrest Shaw.
Forrest Shaw used to work with, he still does, Jim Jeffries.
He writes.
Jim Jeffries is such a great guy.
Jeff Richards.
He was on SNL, right?
Yeah.
What year was he on SNL?
I don't know. He does the drunk girl. The drunk girl.
That was that his big bit
thing,
on SNL? He's here.
And who else was another act?
Harrison pops by.
Oh, no.
Greenbaum. Oh, me.
Where's the farthest person away from?
Well, you do mushrooms in college. Have you ever done mushrooms?
Today, you mean? I have done mushrooms.
Okay, so I've never done mushrooms. How does it make you feel?
Good.
Yeah, what's the feeling like? And did you have a weird story that happened?
I haven't done mushrooms in a long time.
Yeah?
But I think everybody, you never did it?
I've never done it. I want to smoke weed. I've never even smoked weed, Mark.
I think everybody should trip once, like mushrooms or acid.
But I heard you got to do it in like a safe environment.
Well,
like friends around.
Yeah, it depends who you are, I guess. You got to be in a good frame of mind, though. I think I did it in high school, so I'm talking about like 1977.
So did you see any crazy shit?
Yeah, I saw. I once I was on a ultimate frisbee team, and we were all tripping in Chicago, and we went to a pizza place, and the pepperonis were dancing on the walls. Gino's Pizza in Chicago.
Did you ever have a trip that was bad?
Yeah.
What was that?
It's just this isn't gonna end. It's like you get tense. Everything for me, it was like everything tense, and this sucks. Like gritting your teeth.
Did you ever fight with anybody on it?
No, I mean usually with friends, and I've done it in the woods. And people, nothing crazy. But people now, they take shrooms like they microdose. I think it's crazy. I don't know how. I don't understand it. But
I don't want to do it yet. But what is it called when people go in the forest and yell and they take a bunch of drugs?
No,
the what is that? Ayahuasca?
Ayahuasca.
Is that what it's called?
I don't know. I never heard of that.
No. They like take a bunch of drugs in a forest and they cry and yell and they're supposed to reach their inner fit. You've never heard of ayahuasca?
No. Are you saying it right?
For the people,
ayahuasca?
Am I saying that right? Ayahuasca? Is that right? Is it called ayahuasca?
Carlos Castaneda?
I think it's ayahuasca.
Oh, somebody.
Oh, wait. What is it? Never smoked nor did drugs. We were on the straight and narrow. Okay.
Who?
I don't know. That's Kaylee Malia.
Oh.
She said she's never smoked. She's on the straight and narrow.
I actually quit smoking pot, though, at about 10 minutes ago.
You can't perform without smoking pot, though. When's the last time Mark Cohen has performed without smoking pot?
Oh, probably a long time. I remember the first gig I ever did, though. My road gig, and I opened and there's a knock on my door at 4:00, and the comedian's like, "Hey, you got any pot?" And I'm like, "Yeah, for after the show." And they're like, "After the show? What are you talking about?" I said, "You guys get high before you go on."
So you didn't do it before the show?
At that point, I hadn't. But
what year? How long?
I did, and it was good. So I was like, I wish it wasn't good, because then I.
So you had a good set too, then?
I mean, yeah, it wasn't. It didn't mess it up or anything. Jeez, that's got to be.
Was that like 25 years ago that started? 30 years ago you started? Or when you first started?
Yeah, it was like my first gig.
Wow.
You don't know any of the people.
What's your worst gig?
It was probably this place called Benny's Fireside out in Jersey, I think it was. And there was chicken wire in front of you because they would throw bottles at you. Oh, shit. I forgot about that.
They would throw bottles at you?
Benny's Fireside.
Best gig ever.
The Comedy Cellar.
There you go. I meet fans after the show, and this guy gave me this. It's from Houston, the HP.
Is it a Cougaron?
No, it's one of these HP, like, cop coins.
Oh, yeah?
So he said, it says from the Houston Police Department, because I'm from Houston. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
I guess they said if you get pulled over, you show that to a cop or something. I don't know.
But what does he have? Hundreds of them, or?
I don't know. I think it's a collector's. No, give that back to me. Because I'm going to Houston February 3rd, House of Blues.
Ah, cheap plug.
Cheap plug. House of Blues, February 3rd.
I just did the House of Blues here. Did that with Lucha Vavoom.
Oh, how was that?
It was fun.
Are those small wrestlers or normal size?
No, there was a smaller person there.
No.
But no, it's just, they were just good wrestlers, good wrestlers.
I'm I'm in Ontario in 2 weeks. I got
in Canada or?
No, California. Ontario, Labor Day weekend,
You're always gone, man.
Which is the worst weekend for comedy. Labor Day weekend, I think.
New Year's.
No, every club is packed on New Year's, though. I mean, they don't want to hear comedy. They don't want it. What's the worst fan experience, like audience experience you've had?
I always try to, I don't let it get to me usually. The other night, there was a couple people there, and like the worst thing that ever happened to me was somebody threw a.
Oh, there he is. No, come in.
Get in here.
Get in here.
Somebody threw, it was an anti-Semitic slur, and they threw something at me.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Jeff.
This is Jeff.
Richards.
We're
Richards.
SNL alum.
Yeah. What year was that? We were trying
to figure it out.
01 to 04.
Who was on the show when you were on there?
Will Ferrell was my first year. That was his last year. And then Tina Fey, Tracy Morgan, Jimmy Fallon.
Anybody that made it?
Tina Fey did all right.
How much pressure is in that job? Because
a lot of pressure.
Here, have a seat.
No. You said.
You got the microphone.
Oh, right.
No, but from what I understand is it's 90% of the stuff until you break through is like a no. maybe even more.
Yeah.
And you deal with rejection so much. That's what makes it so tough, especially as a new cast member.
Yeah. But they try to get you on the update if they can.
If that's how they work
you on there, yeah. Do it.
You got discovered through your stand-up, though, right? Or was it a group? Like I know, we were saying, sometimes people get from stand-up.
Yeah,
sometimes they're in sketch groups.
Yeah, I did a stand-up show.
That's what I would have thought. Yeah.
So just straight stand, no impressions or anything?
Wait, hold on.
I did all impressions.
Your stand-up got you in? Safe,
and
please.
your famous bit was Drug Girl.
Yeah.
Wow. And was that? It was that on the weekend.
That was a week,
desk?
originally, right?
Yeah.
You did it more than once.
Shut up. Mm-hmm.
You did it more than once, though.
Yeah, about 10 times.
Is that true? I'm always on the news, though.
Yeah.
It's never a sketch.
So,
no, once I did it with The Rock.
The Rock.
The Rock.
Yeah.
The Rock.
The Rock. The Rock.
The Rock.
The Rock. The Rock. That's the Throckmorton.
I did it with The Rock.
How was The Rock to work with?
Great. You look great in a dress.
You're telling me.
So you dress. I've never seen the skit. I apologize.
I do remember that.
But you dress up as well as a woman when you do it? Okay.
Yeah.
And then The Rock.
The Rock was dressed up like a woman.
Or just drunk girls.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're Rock-like.
I heard, no, this is what I heard. I heard, like, automatically when you're at the desk, if a character pops in, it's like a light bulb that goes on through the whole show. And they go, that's it.
Yeah.
That's how everyone tries to steal it.
The update's fun too because you don't have to worry about like looking at different cards and blocking. You just look straight at the camera. The cards are right over the camera.
And it's a bit that you had been doing.
Yeah.
Or people have been doing.
Yeah.
Did you ever break?
I took a break.
No, he doesn't mean that.
No. Not really. No, I didn't know.
Did you have a worse experience on SNL? Like, did you ever bomb like a bit that just did not work on live TV?
Yeah. I was part of those sketches, a couple of those.
Oh,
yeah.
That must be so brutal.
Oh, it's brutal.
You start sweating?
Yeah. And it was it makes you almost want to cry sometimes, but I never had anything that was too much of a downer, I mean, it was like it
wasn't permanent.
Yeah.
I heard, and you can confirm this. I heard if you like in the pitch, because you pitch the sketches, and if the sketch goes bad, you have to still finish it, even if it's falling apart in the pitch.
The read.
Yeah, not the read, but when you pitch, don't y'all
the
pitch?
Table read?
Oh, the pitch, yeah, the pitching is
just to him, right?
Yeah,
it's just to him, but he makes you do, even if it's bombing, he makes you do the whole thing. Is that
and they tell you too. They say if you don't really have an idea, just kind of make up something that's kind of funny. And I didn't really know what that really meant. And Robert De Niro was the host. And I made up this long thing about, I called it Stun Bird. And I said, it's a bird that gets tangled up in the wires. And the whole time he's just looking at me. And he knew I was making it up.
Yeah.
And just screwing around. And then they told me, what are you doing? It's Robert De Niro. Don't mess with Robert De Niro afterwards. So it was
But they told me when I was up there that
you were only up there once.
Well, I was up there a couple of weeks, but
yeah.
But that you don't pitch your real ideas because people will steal them. That's what he's saying.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you don't pitch your real ideas.
Not that they'll steal them.
That's what happened to me when I pitched.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who stole your what?
Ian Max Stone Graham.
What? What bit did you pitch they stole?
I forgot, because I went up to Phil and I go, "Hey, Phil, I wrote that sketch." He goes, "Oh, the other guy wrote that." I go, "What do you mean the fucking other guy?"
Oh, so you're saying don't pitch stuff in the room because people
right?
Steal. But I doubt. Did that happen on your show?
Sure.
It happened years later. I won't get into that.
But I'll say his name.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. I gotta go to the bathroom.
All right, go to the bathroom. All right, live from the Comedy Cellar. I'll be bringing different comedians.
Can we bring the camera into the bathroom and see?
No, let's not.
See what an SNL urination looks like. You got him canceled.
An SNL urination. All right. Anything else, Mark? Before we let
I can't believe I got to go do a show right now. I'm so tired.
I know we're about to do our second show. You can hear people.
The people are out there. We almost hit double digits.
What?
Double digits.
What do you mean?
Audience size.
What? No, it's over 100.
I'm kidding.
No. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
No,
we're in Las Vegas. Come to the Cellar. This is where I'm pretty much like I live here. So when I get a chance, if I'm not touring, I'm here practicing. Mark's seen me go through almost 2 specials now here.
That's right.
And Mark's on the same material.
No. Schweer is new.
Oh, Tell everybody your sphere joke.
I did it already, I think. Did you ask me?
No. You said what was that terrible joke you said? Something about booking? No, I don't. It was so.
Oh no, buffet waiter.
Buffet, yeah.
That's a great
I want to
joke.
tell them that this. Okay,
joke.
by the way,
This guy doesn't
new
know.
joke.
Oh, my mother is Korean. Who wants to hear that shit?
It's my mom. I'm telling a personal story. So Mark got a new joke, and this is big. If you know Mark, this is a big deal.
They won't know if people. There's a new music arena here in Las Vegas for the Jewish people, the Sphere.
All right, thanks for hanging out. We'll see.
The Sphere. Loud.